The savannah lay in silence. The evening shadows stretched across the grassy plains. Heavy breaths blended with the wind. There, a lion rested, its body covered in wounds, strength depleted, its spirit wavering between survival and surrender. In that stillness, nature showed no mercy. What terrible events had unfolded on this harsh land? Stay with us and watch until the end of the video. In the wild, territory is the most precious asset. On the African savanna, a fully grown male lion patrols his land. The evening wind carries a strange scent, signaling the arrival of an intruder. It is another male lion, seeking a chance to claim this fertile territory. The moment he is detected, a fierce roar echoes across the plains. The sound serves both as a warning and a challenge. The two rulers draw closer, each heavy step leaving a mark on the earth. Each weighing over 400 pounds, their bodies are covered in rippling muscles, and their thick manes act like natural armor. When confronting each other, they not only roar, but lash their tails fiercely for balance, eyes locked unwaveringly on their opponent. Claws swipe and jaws snap relentlessly, every move showcasing power and the will to dominate. Amid the struggle, the sound of claws digging into the earth fills the air. Dust and grass fly everywhere, and each bite leaves deep marks on their bodies. The echoing roar not only made the intruder hesitate, but also awakened an allied lion from afar. Its arrival was like a new wave, pushing the tension along the riverbank to its peak. The two lions stood side by side, their roars merging into a ground-shaking sound. Tails lashed, claws scraped the earth, each step pressing closer to the intruder like an invisible threat. Fierce strikes rained down relentlessly, forcing the invader back toward the water's edge. Overpowered by this coordinated force, the intruder quickly grew exhausted. Heavy breaths, a tangled mane, and fresh claw marks layered over old ones. It lowered its body, eyes averted, a silent acknowledgement of defeat. In the law of the savannah, surrender requires no words, only a bowed head and retreat. Along the riverbank, unintended spectators emerged. Giant hippos surfaced, exhaling through their nostrils, their round eyes filled with a mix of curiosity and caution. Their presence served as a vivid testament to the ferocity of the battle. The intruder now had no choice but to leave. Its body sagged under the weight of accumulated wounds. Each weary step, legs trembling, left deep impressions in the ground. As it moved into the river, the cold water wrapped around its body, revealing the exhaustion left behind by the battle. It struggled to wade through the current. The sunlight sparkling on the water highlighted its tangled mane, a stark reminder of a challenger who had dared but lacked the strength to claim what it sought. Every step away from the shore confirmed its defeat. What lies ahead on its journey? Stay tuned to find out. Its journey back to its homeland was far from peaceful. With wounds still throbbing and strength yet to recover, it suddenly faced a new challenge. A pack of hyenas appeared, their high-pitched laughter echoing across the open land, a mocking reminder of its earlier defeat. They surrounded it, their numbers overwhelming. eyes gleaming sharply in the fading light. Slow, deliberate steps, heads lowered, teeth bared. Everything played out like a familiar game for opportunistic predators. The lion, once a ruler, had now become the teased target. It let out a weak growl, trying to ward them off with heavy measured steps. But the hyenas would retreat and then close in again, both cautious and provocative. They knew well that the lion before them was exhausted, and the bravery it once commanded now existed only as an echo of the past. After days of hunger and exhaustion, the male lion finally found a meal. It was a rare opportunity to regain strength, but food on the savannah has never been easy to keep. The hyena pack appeared once more, this time not just to threaten, but to steal the hard-earned prize. They charged forward, their shrill laughs tearing through the night. Hyenas, scavengers, and skilled pack hunters are known for their coordinated attacks. This trait makes them a formidable adversary for lions, especially when the lion is injured or alone. The lion growled in desperation, trying to fend them off with the few strikes it could still muster. Its pride was slowly eroded. Each lost meal left its body thinner, bones protruding beneath taut, worn skin. Days passed, and the male lion's body could no longer endure. On the vast savannah, where the wind still blew and the grass still whispered, the once proud lion fell. Its final breath faded into the air, eyes closing beneath the slowly setting sunday. All around, life went on. Zebras grazed, jackals hunted, and the earth absorbed the body as part of the endless cycle. It is this cycle that ensures the enduring existence of the wild. Golden shadows move silently through the tall grass, each step as light and sharp as a blade gliding across the ground. The lionesses sprang into action. Hunting a buffalo is never easy. Statistics show that only about 20% of lion attacks on buffalo end in success. This prey is notorious for its aggression and can take down a fully grown predator. In the chaos, the adult buffalo twisted, its curved horns striking directly into the hunter's body. The lionesses paused, their encirclement momentarily thrown into disarray. Seizing the opportunity, the buffalo struggled violently and broke free from the trap. On the savannah, strength does not always guarantee victory. Sometimes, the resilience of the prey marks the unexpected end of a hunt that seemed certain to succeed. Night fell. Moonlight stretched across the sky, revealing the silent movement of a lion pride. They gathered, eyes glowing like sparks weaving through the tall grass. This time, their target was not a buffalo, but a giant hippo leaving the river in search of fresh grass. The pride split into different directions, advancing quietly. On land, the hippo is slow, yet its immense strength and jaws, capable of crushing bone in a single bite, make it a formidable opponent. The lions knew the danger, but hunger forced them to take the risk. Roars tore through the night as simultaneous strikes fell. The hippo thrashed violently, flattening thick clumps of grass. In the chaos, a young lion was thrown aside, its body crashing hard onto the ground. The clash was brief and ended in failure. The hippo retreated to the river, its massive form disappearing into the dark water. On the shore, the pride gathered around the injured member, their roars choking with frustration. The pride, exhausted but undeterred, continued their hunt that morning. This time they focused on a lone zebra that had strayed from the herd. Each step was silent, muscles coiled, eyes sharp and fixed on the target. Though agile and alert, the zebra ultimately succumbed to the skillful predators. While most big cats live solitary lives except when raising young, lions are the only big cats that live in family-based prides. Social structure within the pride revolves around relationships with the lionesses. Males hold dominance and, during hunts, are responsible for defending the pride's territory. At around 2 to 3 years old, young male lions leave the pride and attempt to take over another male's group. Deadly battles sometimes erupt. One eager young lion, trying to claim a share of the dominant male's food, is driven out of the pride. Now injured and no longer whole, the young lion wanders the savannah, forced to fend for itself. The pride stood in silence, their wounds and fatigue unable to hide the resolve in their eyes. Heavy breaths mingled with the wind rustling through the grass, a reminder that in the wild, strength and survival always come with challenges. Each lion carries a story of courage, determination, and adaptation to a harsh environment. Whether in victory or defeat, they continue to move with the rhythm of the savannah, proving that willpower and survival instincts ultimately shape the future. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you love stories of the wild, be sure to like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel to join us on more extraordinary journeys of discovery.